What's going on, guys? Ben here, Enos Tech, and today is just a quick one, unboxing and overview of ID-Cooling's Frostflow 120. Previously, we reviewed the 240L version, which you can find on our website, and it fared very well for the price to performance ratio. It was real good. The price is cheap. This 120 here, it comes in at around 35 pounds, if I remember correctly. I'll put a link to purchase it down in the description below. As it is a 120, that means it's a 120mm radiator and fan combination, so it's good for those who don't have a lot of room in their case or who want to keep the top of their case open, as that's generally where you would stick a 240 or a 280mm radiator. This one, it can go right on the rear exhaust fan port, and it'll stay out the way. It should offer adequate cooling for most CPUs. It features a socket compatibility of most Intel and AMD sockets, from Intel's LGA 2011, 1151, 1150, AMD's FM2+, FM2, AM3+, and I would imagine if it doesn't support AM4 out of the box, that there will be some sort of solution in the near future to allow it to also support the AM4 socket and all the new Ryzen CPUs. Couple quick things about it. The pump speed is 2500 RPM, and it says it's got a noise level of 25 dBA. As you know, this is something we will test. We don't test the individual pump noise itself, but we do test the cooler as a whole as it comes. So there will be a noise test with the cooler and the fan on it, and we normally do it about 10 centimeters away with the case open in our case, so it's hopefully a little bit louder than it will be in most scenarios. The fan speed itself will fluctuate between 800 and 2000 RPM, pardon me, depending on the temperature of the CPU, so that's always good. It features a hydraulic bearing in it, so hopefully it'll last a while. For those also curious, the tube length is 315 millimeters, so it should offer adequate length in most cases. You should be able to pretty much put it on your CPU and at least reach the back or the top of your case where your fan mounts are. But enough of that, let's open the box and see what we have inside. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and open up the Frostflow 120 box and see what we have. Kind of slipped out. As soon as you open it, we have the installation guide here, which will walk you through installing this on all of the compatible sockets. Under that is a nice little bit of foam protective padding, which is always great to see. And then we have it. As you can see, it comes very well packed. It's got its own separate little cardboard box here inside the box where everything kind of just fits into place perfectly. We have the 120mm ID-Cooling fan. We have the the bag with all of the installation accessories. We've got the back plate, a number of screws there, and we've also got the brackets to make it compatible with AMD, the pump itself, and ID-Cooling have included a little tub of their, let's see, ID-Cooling, oh, no, yeah, there's a little tube of thermal paste there, so you can go ahead and get that on and installed and get the cooler working as soon as you get it. Taking the cooler itself out, and as you see here, we've got the nice, on the pump head itself is the nice ID-Cooling logo, which is going to light up in white. Off of the pump, we have a single 3-pin cable coming off to plug into a fan header to power up the pump. As you can see, it already comes with the Intel brackets for the pump pre-installed, but as mentioned, in the bag of accessories we've got here, there are the AMD brackets, and you simply just remove the 2 screws on each side, slot the new bracket in, and you're good to go. It's got a nice rubber tubing to it, which is also very flexible, which is nice to see. I'm not a fan of the rigid tubing or the ones that are quite hard. They always just feel like when you're messing around with the water cooling, you have to bend the tubing a little bit harder. It's always just a concern. Is it going to snap? Is it going to crack? Is it going to leak? And it's just one of those things that, I mean, with something like this, as you can see, you're not really going to have to worry about. The radiator itself is here. Boom. In your face. Nice little 120mm rad. should offer sufficient cooling for most CPUs, even with a mild to heavy overclock. But of course, we'll check that out a bit more in our testing. So that's it for now. Make sure to check the website for the link to the live review, which will of course include all the performance results. I'll also include a link to that down in the description below once it is live in the coming weeks. As always, thank you guys for watching, and please check back soon for more content.